when tomorrow became my middle name. My granddad always had a way with words. He used to say, "Girl, you're so good at procrastinating, you could win awards for it." And let me tell you, he wasn't wrong. I was the king of putting things off, the undisputed champion of leaving everything until the very last minute. One day, he caught me red-handed, staring out the window, daydreaming, when I should have been hitting the books, prepping for a test. He looked at me, disappointment etched on his face, shook his head slowly, and said, "Girl, you're gonna end up living in a cardboard box if you keep this up. The world doesn't wait for folks who drag their feet." Bam! That hit me like a ton of bricks. A wake-up call, loud and clear. He was so right. Procrastination wasn't just a quirky habit or a bit of laziness. It was self-sabotage. It was like I was waging war against my own future, one delay at a time. But then, something shifted. A spark of determination ignited. I decided enough was enough. I was tired of being my own worst enemy. So I took a deep breath and decided to change. Now. I didn't try to overhaul my entire life overnight. No. I started small. Instead of waiting until the 11th hour to cram for a test, I'd chip away at it a little each day. It wasn't easy at first, let me tell you. Old habits die hard, but slowly, surely, I got better. I started breaking down those big, scary tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks. I set deadlines for myself and stuck to them. And you know what the biggest lesson I learned was? Procrastination. It's often fueled by fear. We're afraid of failing, of not being good enough, so we put things off, hoping that somehow, magically, they'll become easier or less daunting. But here's the kicker. The longer we wait, the more anxious we get. It's a vicious cycle. So, the best way to beat procrastination, just start. Take that first step no matter how small. It's like ripping off a band-aid. A little sting at first, but then, relief. Oh, and here's a bonus tip. Reward yourself for your progress. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just a little something to acknowledge your effort and keep you motivated. Now, am I perfect? Heck no. I still catch myself slipping into old habits sometimes, but I'm miles ahead of where I used to be, and most importantly, I'm no longer on the fast track to a cardboard box residency, at least not yet.